Hello.
Hello. Today we're going to play with the Brayer. I am so glad to have the Brayer back, but I do have a little story to tell. I thought it'd be like the old Brayer. So I figured I remember back in my early days, we had a rubber Brayer. Later we had a sponge Brayer. Did you know there's all kinds of Brayers? This new one is really hard and it doesn't work the way it used to. So you're going to watch me. At first I panicked because I couldn't get things to work. And then I thought, no, this is a perfect time to show you what I did figure out. And then to ask you to come over in the back porch stampers, show what you figure out and give me hints because we can all learn together. And this is just a crafting journey we're all on together, right? So to play along, the weekly challenge will be anything with the Brayer. And you know what? If you don't have a Brayer, you can use a sponge because we always want to have some kind of theme. But we're kind of testing this out. And I'm thinking if I get this figured out, this would be a fun All Good Cards Club 1 month, or we can do a whole bunch of ways in which to do this. So anyway, this will be interesting. And isn't it great that I've learned not to panic? Because you guys are all wonderful. We're all in this together. We're all learning and creating. But first, we've got mail.
But first, wait. I'm wearing my Norwegian.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing my Norwegian sweater today from Stampin' Up!
Mm-hmm.
Because after this, we are taking a friend, our parish nurse, to an appointment. She had a triple bypass surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a full-blooded Norwegian. She eats and breathes Norway.
So he's going to impress her as her chauffeur today.
Wait.
Oh, well, that's not all.
This is my 8-ounce travel mug from 10 years ago in Norway. It was from a gas station, and you get free refills the whole year, but I didn't.
So Tim, did you get this sweater from Stampin' Up?
No.
I did.
Karen did, and she hates.
Isn't it great? We're the same size. I can't wear wool. Way too hot. you know me and that Tim, it's perfect. So anyway, it's wonderful.
And it feels so cozy. I love it.
Okay, so we're into cozy. So moving right along, after story time with Tim.
Ready to move on?
Yes, let's look at a few cards. We have from Nadine Ames from New York. Ooh, this is gorgeous.
That is.
We just did our pleated cards class. We sell the classes afterwards if you're interested. But this is the kind of card we made on a Thursday. Oh, that is stunning. I love what she did. So we did. Beautiful. So this pattern is on my website. What she did with that is stunning.
It is.
That is absolutely gorgeous. And this is a punch. Isn't that really fun how we can dress things up?
The deep color of that is just beautiful.
Yes. And you'll notice she sponged around the edges a little. So it's just a plain, just to show that. Joanne, we're glad to have you back too after being down with COVID.
Nadine,
that is no fun.
Thank you.
Teresa Courtney from Iowa. It isn't my birthday, but she just always sends a card when she sends things for the retreats. And I just love it. Look at this fun design. Isn't it? And how simple and elegant it is. And this is a bookmark thing on there. So someone else will get the happy birthday card, but I just love it. Or I could pretend it's mine. Tim will pretend it's his quarter birthday, if he needs to.
You know what? Yesterday was.
Okay, that's okay. Sorry, I mentioned it.
You know what yesterday was? Karen,
yeah?
my half birthday.
Oh, okay. So it's for you. This is a happy half birthday.
Yes.
I would just put, so if you send half birthday cards, you just put a little half in there. And,
No, please don't.
Tim,
6 months from yesterday, I'll be 75.
Okay. Darla Nicholson from Pennsylvania. Oh,
okay. No. We have to start with this.
Oh, okay.
Look at the envelope that she made.
Oh, made out of paper. That's cool. Tim studies everything. Mail is the highlight of his day.
I do.
But I think it's fun when we look at all these cards.
Oh, and there's a nice card too.
How many layouts we look at that we see over and over again, and they all look different because people use different things. And it just gives you an idea of how easily we make card making our own. Look at the 3 strips. Love that little accent down there.
That is such a pretty, is that a stamp from Stampin' Up?
No, I don't know what that's from.
It is beautiful.
But it's really pretty, isn't it? And then we have from Wisconsin, we have Connie Copen. Oh, okay. And this was a thank you for some prizes. Ooh, this is pretty. Is this, I'm trying to remember if this is a current or a retired set, but do you see how we've got the flowers down here and then this fits over it? Oh, one of you will know. I get confused and I don't know. But isn't that pretty with the 3 flowers around? This is the, just around a circle and gathering the flowers. But I love that layered. We have the center, this layer, and then the base layer. It's retired. Holly says that's pretty good. I was going to guess that because I hadn't played with it for a while, but I sure think it's stunning.
You know what I've become since the Vikings lost? I've become a Green Bay Packer
Okay,
fan.
for the moment, he's going to be Green Bay Packer.
Green Bay,
fan. Okay.
yay. Go
Kim
Green Bay.
Lurch from New York. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, look at this. Okay, inside. Oh, that is really fun. Oh, what a fun way to personalize things. But look at the simple circles. And even the hello is on a circle. So this paper is just amazing. And this is the die. That's one of the free choices too. That is gorgeous.
And
little butterflies. Very fun.
This is all right here, right here, right here. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, Tim. Ginger said she's been accomplishing a lot with those scraps and spare parts. That's what this weather can kind of do for us. But oh, look at this. Thank you. How fun. This is from Ann Ripley. Oh, how fun. Okay. And what a sweet thank you. Remember this paper? This paper was from a while ago. And what a great card. I love that. And it's like a great thank you, a great group congrats, could be used for all kinds of things. I love it. The black and white and yellow. Next we have, fun, Jennifer Helm from Maryland. Oh, I love this. I always think of it as the mirror ball, but what do you call those kind of balls?
Mirror ball.
Yeah, is it called the mirror ball?
Yeah.
And look at with the bright shiny paper.
Didn't you
I
go
think that is
roller
celebration.
skating and
Yes,
Wyndham when you were a
I just
kid?
couldn't think of the name. I thought it's such a retro card. I love the stamp set. That is so wonderful. I think we're supposed to start getting snow. So far, we still just have a dusting, but I think we're going to get some this weekend. Do we think? I don't know.
No.
Everything seems to be going
They
through
didn't-
Iowa,
they
not
didn't
Minnesota.
Think, I know. They didn't think it
The
was gonna
disco
go.
ball. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yes, the whole disco ball. That is so fun.
Karen and I took disco lessons. We did.
Once?
Remember? Yeah.
Yeah, we tried once.
Well, you're pretty good. I just
Tim could not.
I'm
And-
too self-conscious to play, dance.
And I have to laugh about it because Tim can sing. He adores music, but he cannot dance and he cannot play an instrument. And so, it's just what it is. And then we have from Darlene Judah from Maine. Oh, I love this. This is that ink and tiled. Look how pretty that is. And in the background, she's just put more stamps and a lovely little thank you card. That is so fun. Oh, I love it. Gorgeous card. This is so fun. And then one from Shannon West. Tim showed this the other day in our
yes.
class.
So excited.
Wow.
I love Shannon's.
And I just love, so she's from home office. And do you notice these are the little note cards and envelopes? And I just want to point out how simple and cute this card is. So this would be a darling little birthday card. And it's just a circle punch. We really don't need to have a lot of supplies to make great cards or to introduce a friend.
So was she running out of ink? Is that why that's so?
It's stamped twice. Yes. And do you know what it's called? It could be called stamped off, which would make sense. It's easy, or second generation stamping.
Ooh.
Okay, so there's a technique
Shannon
with there.
stamping.
Oh, Patricia, it was great chatting with you yesterday. So fun. I think it's just so fun to catch up on your guys' life. So it's wonderful. And this was a congrats for earning the Disney trip. And so,
Yeah. Okay.
and Tim just gets, okay, story time. Tim just goes, why do I have to learn about this in the mail? Why
Yeah,
aren't
why
you,
does Shannon
why
have
aren't
to
we
tell me that
celebrating
we
the
are
day?
going to Disney?
Because,
No,
I just
I
know we
don't
are.
know.
I don't watch dates. Anyway, you guys,
I know we
am-
are, but my husband, who helps me so much,
And can
doesn't.
you tell Tim thrives on recognition? So he's gonna get it through me if he needs it, or through himself, or whatever. He's gonna highlight his heart. Anyway, we love you guys. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without you.
And she tolerates me.
And you add,
She loves you and tolerates me. That's the truth.
and you put up with the stories, and we're just enjoying life in this journey with all you crafters. So anyway, back to this. But I just have to get him to shorten here. Let's see. We have one more gift.
Well, we
thing
do.
that came in
and
the
we
mail.
do. And we do.
This was for Tim. So he,
Well,
well, for both of us,
you
but in
got-
Tim's
can you
on.
pull
Oh, I
all that
got
out?
two. Oh, let's look
Well,
at
I don't know
this.
what you got.
This is all from, this is Tim. Ooh, she sent the patterns. And this is from me. Oh, I think they're all the patterns in a note. Okay. So
Okay.
we can show her what we did.
Okay.
And then-
Where's the name? Where? Oh my goodness! How can I forget?
It's Jessica. Yeah, Jessica Napolitano. I don't ever know if I do your right. But here is a little card that she put in it. Don't worry about getting older. You're still going to do dumb stuff, only slower.
Oh, I love it.
But that is hilarious.
Yeah.
But she just turned 75 in January, and she's going to celebrate the whole year. And since Tim is turning 75, she just thought this would be a great idea to get started on his too, because he turned 75 in June. That is hilarious.
Isn't that wonderful?
I think.
Okay.
Oh, Jessica, you know Tim.
Put it on her face. Put it on her
Okay,
face.
we'll put it up here.
And there's certain things that I'm known for. One is my roosters. And so she sent me my own.
Yeah. So sorry, it's not Stampin' Up, but it was so Tim.
But
You got to show
Kleenex.
But we got
Kleenex.
Kleenex, yeah.
The
And
box. Look at that. Look at that.
Which is what a fun way of
A rooster.
personalizing something. So if you guys are interested, we'll make this on a Thursday. I thought that would be really fun. We'll use her pattern. We'll give her credit. I thought, how fun. I think the best part about this is that it's personal. I mean, it's also lovely, but it's just so fun that there's a rooster on that and done that. I thought that's so cute.
Lovely and personal.
And your chicken salad, yes, that you're known for.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
that's right. That's right. So anyway, it's all good.
Which at one time
Oh, so
was
fun.
officially it's turkey, but I changed it to chicken.
Okay. So isn't that fun?
That is a beautiful.
Okay, you guys want to make the tissue box? Okay, I think it's gonna have to wait till I come home because I've been working really hard to do the weeks that I'm gone. Oh, but you do want to know it's to see, so you can put it on the next one. I had to make sure you see.
Okay.
So isn't that cool? So it's not like one and done. It's not attached to the box.
No.
So we will do that. I will put that on my pile of things to do. So coming up. So back to my stories about brayering. I was just so glad to have the brayer back. And I just thought all of the old techniques would work just fine again. But they don't. So I'm going to start with what I did figure out to work. You should have seen me panic because I thought I don't panic that easily. And they thought, why am I panicking? This is all fun what we do. And what we learn, I learn as much from you guys as you do from me. It's all reciprocal. So now I'm going to be looking for your tips and tricks before I tackle this brayer again. Okay. Oh, Cheryl says she's made tissue boxes from plastic canvas. Oh, I've seen those, but never from cardstock. That would be cool. Did I say Kleenex or tissue? Yes, I know. I go over the brand name. It's one of those like Xerox or whatever you call it. I mean, it's just really. Maria says she turns 50 next year. Good idea to celebrate the whole year. I think, yeah, that's, it's interesting. She turns 50 in 2025. My birthday is so easy to remember. I figure this helps when I'm older because 5, 25, 50. You couldn't go for an easier date to remember, right? So I'm in luck now. Oh, Jessica's on here. That is wonderful. Okay, we will.
Jessica, thank you.
Put that on the calendar. So that is just really funny. Okay, that is, we love it. Okay, so we're going to go back to the brayer. And I'm going to start with something really obvious. And because, so yes, this really wasn't a supply list today. It was just bring a brayer if you have it and just playing with techniques. So we'll just be showing you ideas. And I'm thrilled to see more. So whatever you come up with, share in the Back Porch Stampers, because that's how we all learn. And then see, I can then show it later when we do a class. So one of the things I love, this is the glass mat, that's free. Somebody called me and said, I can't find it on the store. I said, yeah, I know you have to buy the starter kit, but I said, you can do that. And then still go back to being a customer, but it's the only way to get it right now. But I am loving this, and I had no idea if I would.
So they have glass mats and they have glass brayers.
Yeah, or plastic or whatever. But this is hard. The one we had before was a harder rubber, so it wasn't like a spongy, but it had a little give. And I'll show you what I mean when I get to that. So we're going to start with the things that don't matter. I thought at least I figured out a little bit of success. The new 3D rose would be great. Oh, yes. Oh, lots of fun ideas here. So I love this I'm going to slide this over.
Yes,
I have this attached right here. And now my thing isn't going to slide. In the old days, I would be holding this. And I can put it right there and roll away. When I'm rolling my brayer, you can see I can't do this because I would just be inking one part over and over. So I just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and lifting it up and rolling. And then I just am going to, I don't kind of care. This can be all kind of different colors. Now it's going to be really interesting if there's some obvious things that I'm missing coming up.
Can I ask you to do something?
Yep.
try it on this.
Well,
See,
I am going to try it later just on regular
Okay.
paper and show you how it didn't work how I thought.
Oh.
So if we can wait. One thing that's cool about the sprayer, it's got these things. So
Oh,
you
that's
park
very
it
cool.
like that. So
That's
it's not
very cool.
sitting on an edge. Now to clean this, now how cool is this? So this is my thing. And then I just made a quick little card out of this. So see, now I'll make a second card, but how easy, this is one of the easy kind of cards we've done. And I thought, and that's a lovely card done very simply. And this is a lot faster. I could sponge this. I could do other things with this, but you can see how quickly I could have several butterflies down here and do the whole thing.
Are the stamps from Germany? Do they say Dankeschön?
Some of the stamps, yes, but none that I own. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
Okay, so I'm going to put this.
I'm bilingual,
Yeah, he likes to learn a word in each language. Now, a really cool thing too, before I clean this up, if I want to just spritz this, and I'm going to let you do this, Tim.
Okay.
You're just going to take the watercolor paper and move it around or smush it. We have no idea what it's going to turn out like, but we're just going to use up some of that ink. Because then after he does whatever he wants to do with it, we'll see how that looks, because you're going to keep adding colors. So it could be just terrible or it could turn out lovely. One never knows. So it's kind of a cloud, but it's kind of interesting. And if we wanted to leave it, we leave this today. We're just going to add everything to it and compile it. But just know that you can always do that to add things.
We're
what?
We're compiling ink.
Yes, we're compiling.
Yeah, that's a new.
And then I'm going to just
a new use of
clean
that
this
term.
off. I know. And I'll just try to make sure it's plenty dry. I think it's dry. Oh, for my roller, the same thing. I'm going to just roll this on here and get that cleaned off. And I'll do it on here a little bit, see if there's any more. Okay, on to the next thing. Oh, Joanne, love your idea. Great thought, Tim. If paper were under the butterfly, you'd have a great look too. Okay, Tim, I might have to have you get more paper. Let's try this. Okay, because this will both show what Tim was talking about.
Who suggested that?
Is it Joanne? Joanne Rigby. Okay.
Okay, but can I just say, Joanne, that's what I was trying to tell Karen, and she didn't listen.
Oh, that's what you're trying to say?
Yes, and then Joanne figured it out and
so she
went to
gets
bat
you.
for me.
I
Yes,
don't, but she gets you.
yes,
Thank you for getting Tim. Okay, that's perfect. Now I should probably have a little. See, here's my problem, guy, and I should have this attached a little, and I didn't. Do you see what I'm saying? I haven't figured out. Oh, I haven't figured out what I'm doing wrong, but I think I'm doing something wrong. We don't see much here. Okay, this is where you guys come in. This is your
Joanne. Joanne, what's she doing wrong?
I'll do something a little better at the end, but then I thought this is really pathetic. I think I need more time. And one thing I do not have right now is time. Our time is rapidly running out and my list is so long that I thought, yeah, we'll just come on and have playtime. I always like to say this is playtime, right? Okay, so the next one we're going to do, I love using this with a big stamp. So these are just the things that did work. I thought I'll start with this success. So I'm going to put that on. Yeah, we leave next in just a week. Yeah, the big stamps. Now, if you have a stamping positioner like the Stampin', I don't remember what we call it anymore. That's what I like to use with the big stamps. But without that, this is my second choice. And look how this will stick right here. And so we are going to make, I'm looking for this color. Oh, everything's falling apart.
Let me get it.
There's a problem since we're traveling for so long. I load things up for what I need to take along, but then I have to dig through and find them because I need them for something like this. I think you guys understand that. And then when I travel, I'm afraid I won't have it. So anyway, it's just part of the deal. So I'm going to take this.
Did you clean that off before you did this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
This may be a very unusual live since we're just not knowing if things work or not, but I think this is a really fun idea, and this will stay put because it's sticky.
And Karen, it'll be the first unusual live that we've ever
that's
done.
right. That's right. And it was a huge thing for me to say, Karen, let's just go with it.
Our lives are usually scripted and they're timed out. We rehearse a whole lot.
Now, if you watch this, I'm just going to put that on top.
Okay.
And look at this. I can roll right over it, or I could put a tissue over it and roll right over it.
Ooh.
And we'll see how it turned out. Look at, isn't that pretty?
I like it.
So I love that. I can see I should have gotten a little more down here,
Mhm.
but I love that idea. I'm going to just set that apart, and then
Let me clean that up.
yeah, we can clean off afterwards. So I could either do this on here, so I could clean a bunch here, spritz it. Let's try that. We'll try our whole little thing, and you'll add a little yellow to what you've got, and see what that does. And then I'll just roll this through my other. Do some of you have like great big long tables to work on? That's what I need when I'm doing shows, right? Okay, see, we'll keep changing that. And then we're going to take this, clean that up again. And this all comes together. So this is all pretty awesome. Okay, next thing we're going to do that I love, this is one of the things I've always loved about doing a brayer, is I'm going to take, and I'm actually not going to actually do the embossing. I'm just going to show. So this is what I'm doing. I'm taking this folder, and I'm using the side under the Stampin' Up. I think you can use, you're going to get a different look doing the other side, but it really doesn't matter. And this time I am using, oh, well, I was going to use crumb cake. Since I don't have crumb cake, I'm going to use Pool Party just to show this. And if I'm going to use Pool Party, that means, because that's what I'm using next, I should clean this off a little, right? So I don't get Pool Party in there.
How do you know it was already, do you already use this?
Yeah, you can see the edges here.
Okay.
Because I was using crumb cake, because I have one that I'm going to show here that I
Okay.
did. And so I didn't want to, since I forgot my paper out here, it will be very,
Can you explain?
oh,
what
I'd love to get glossy cardstock back. Yes, because you can do so much with glossy.
Bring this.
Yeah.
What is that?
It
Is that
is,
buckskin?
it's kind of like a chamois, but it's kind of, I think it's thinner and it's larger than the others, but we can use it for everything. It cleans
Up?
all this off. Yep. Cleans everything off. You run underwater, it'll get stained, but you run it underwater, squeeze it, and it'll be clean again, as long as it'll just be stained. So it's wonderful. Oh, and isn't this handy for putting this on? So this is what I'm going to do, and we're just going to visualize that. Really, it would be blue. Okay, you see, I'm just going to put lots of ink on this.
Karen, that thing's been sitting there the whole time and you haven't used it until now?
No, I've been using it.
Oh, okay.
Do you not pay attention,
No,
Tim?
I guess not.
Okay. Why would I be surprised? Okay, let's see. And then I just put this in. We close it up and put it through the machine. I just don't have much room out here for the machine. So we're going to pretend I put it through. I'm going to squeeze it. This is interesting because let's see. Okay, so you really can't see from here, but I'm going to show you what it really comes through like. How cool is that?
Ooh, I love it.
I think that is so fun.
Old fashioned.
Very, very old fashioned. And it gets it so smooth. Oh, I don't know why this goes to the two things, because I'm not messing with the computer. I just want maybe to have you see this. But I just thought that is such a, this looks like the old, those kind of ceilings with the tin or whatever, the tin. But I think this is fun. And because this looked antiqued, I thought this would be a fun one to rough up the edges.
I love that. Now, what you just did with that other piece of paper without the
Well, see, it didn't
brayer,
go through the machine.
I know.
So it's the machine that needs to
Makes
press it.
that-
And then the colors just stay on the recessed
That's
parts.
so nice.
And I think that is absolutely stunning. I was going to use my old scissors because I don't like to use my new scissors, my goods. Okay, maybe I have an old one under here. I don't. So we will use this. I'll make an exception. I just thought this would be a good one to make a little more rugged. But for this, typically you'd want to use an old scissors. And see, I don't care. It's going to kind of tear on the edges, but I'm liking that. It's totally fine. You can also go around and sponge it, and that'll give it a little more.
Because being married to Tim for 49 and a half
Oh,
years,
look at that.
she knows what rugged is.
Yeah, yeah, right. Oh, I'm glad we don't live a rugged lifestyle. I said, okay, and then I'm going to take that and gonna put it on here. Oh, look, that's fun. It even took that one part out. So let's put this. this on here.
That's so nice.
I just think that's a fun look. And then I could take twine. I have some twine here. You could brayer the folder instead of putting it in the machine. Yes. Oh, do it. Bray it first and then put it over there. Yes. Play with that. Okay. I'm not even going to score this. Play with that and show us over in the Back Porch Stampers. I want all the ideas we can get, and then we can do a whole thing with all the ideas. I thought, how fun is that? But yes, that would be another awesome idea. I'm going to use that as a little marker right there to put my, my best ribbon saving tip is always to leave the other end
long.
There.
Yeah.
Yes. So that when you cut, you're just cutting once. You're just going to cut one end because, right. Because then I'm only trimming a little off this. So anyway, so that's really easy. And we'll straighten that up a little bit and put that on.
You're not using like that other kind of adhesive that has more depth to it?
I could.
But I guess you don't need
I could, but anything goes. And then I have in my little pack, I save extra little things. I have these left from cards. I have all kinds of little sayings just in a thing and I thought, oh, this is perfect. And that determined my background color. I was going, do I do espresso or do I do this? And I thought, this could maybe have, I could have put that over more, but I didn't. So let's see if it's adjustable.
Cut the end off.
Oh, that's right. I could cut the end. Sure. We'll flag the end here. If I want to flag the end, if I want them kind of equal, it's easy to kind of go, but not perfect. I'm just making a little slit and then going up to the slit in the middle. And it's going to be relatively, let's see if that works, Tim. You're just full of ideas.
Oh, I am.
And
they're good ideas.
And sometimes they're good. Okay, that is, I think, a very classy looking card. Now, to put this on, I would use mini dimensionals because of which I'm not seeing, but I'll show you why, because I wanted to go on the top of and the bottom, not right over this part.
I think I can find them real quick.
Well, I think everyone is good. I will have this shown on my blog. So this particular thing won't have a project sheet because this is just like a real playtime. And then I would use some kind of gems and haven't figured that. So the completed card will be on the blog this evening. So thanks you guys that share with all of this. You could ink both sides of the embossing folder and run 2 sheets of paper in. Okay, Sue, I love that idea because when you ink the other side, it's going to be the opposite part colored. Oh, we'll play with all that at another time, but go ahead and play with things like that. And then you'd have 2 different looks on cards because these are the things we're looking for over in the Back Porch Stampers. I just love that you guys are awesome sharers. So if you guys don't know about that, that's my group over on Facebook. You just request to join. It's a free group, but we have weekly challenge there. And by sharing ideas of whatever connects with what we did on Thursday, everyone, we learn a lot more.
I just need to say, no gems.
No gems, just leave it. That's gems. A very classic card.
It is very classic.
Okay.
And gems would be a distraction.
Okay. So these were my successful cards. And I still think, so anyway, I think this is going to be fun. I think learning curves are kind of what it's all about. So my next one, but we did in the old days. Who remembers Lovely as a Tree? That was around forever. We made more cards with that as the background, and we do sunsets and winter. So so I'm going to do a little winter scene here. Let's see. Do I have I'm going to take, but I couldn't get it to work the way it used to. So this is the only little compromise that came up for today. And then I'm going to say more playing will need to happen. Yeah, some of you still have that set. I loved that set. So this reminds me, but just the 2 trees, but this is Grassy Grove. I love Grassy Grove. I should show that. We've got those trees, the deer. I mean, it really is a pretty stamp set. So I'm going to make this a snowy scene. And I did this paper short because I wanted to, I'm going to have this snow be fairly deep. We don't have it here yet. If I have to cut off a little on the side later, I will.
It's a yellow snow, Karen.
That's right. Well, the deer, there's a story there. Okay, so now I am going to take, so many great minds thinking I love Teresa's comment. Betty was like about so many ideas too. And I can't keep up with all of them. So I think it's just fun. I love to go back, but I agree. So many great ideas. And I love when you guys comment on each other's comments and,
so little time.
And one idea exposed to many ideas. And I also think a lot of us are thinking the same things at a similar time. So I think it's just kind of funny. I mean, sometimes I'll make a card and then suddenly you see the card all over. And I know that no one necessarily even started it. It's just like, I think we're just all thinking things. It's just kind of interesting.
Synchronicity.
So in the old days, yes, in the old days, what I was trying to work at is I would work down my way down here and we'd make these pretty sunsets. All that I could get that I was reasonably happy with today was this technique. So that's why we're just going to do this one and then the rest will be to continued. Okay, so I am going to, and remember I am flipping this right off the edge over and over and over. And then I am going to, and I know one of the tips is to go lightly. So I'm trying to go lightly. I'm going to come way down here, start on here, and I'm just going to go lightly over my paper. And I like this look. You see, it's still very blotchy. Mm-hmm. And I'm using, and I'm going to come back, do it again. Mm. And you see, I couldn't go back and forth on my paper like this either, or I'd be hitting the very same spots.
So why is it
by
blotchy?
Flipping it? Well, I think it's because it's so hard. There's no give to it like the old ones. I couldn't get pretty little streak coming, but I liked this. Yeah. So I thought we'll stick with what I like for now. And yes, the glass mat, if anyone wants to talk about, get the kit and feel free to call me. I've been talking to a bunch of people. It is just an awesome deal. But I love that. And I love it. It looks a little snowy to me. So I'm going to quit while I'm ahead because I will just show you. Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you, is this little faded part of the tree, is that technique or was that just an
No,
accident?
that I didn't ink it very well in that part.
Okay.
And I thought you were doing that as a lead into my next one because here's the one that I did successfully. This is the other one I did. You see, this one's darker.
Ooh.
But see, those trees are leaning. But sometimes trees do lean. But I also like it light like that. So, and by pulling this off, then I can put words down here.
And that's the snow. Yeah.
So it looks like a snowy day. So far I'm happy with that. So just think, I can make snowy day pictures out of this. and this has been very windy or else somebody planted them very poorly. I was going to cut it. So here's what I was going to do with this card. I was going to cut it and then it just kind of all disappears.
You know how gravity works? Mm-hmm. And if you plant a tree crooked, because it goes straight up. It does. Yeah. And so it will actually straighten out.
But a lot of trees do grow bent somehow. And I don't know how that happens because a lot of them, we've had a few of those. So this is how I thought I would fix this. This is going to be my, so I'm making really simple cards. And I forgot to finish one card. I'll do that yet. Since this is kind of leaning, I'm going to make a cattywampus card and I'm going to make my trees straight. Now the words can be crooked, but it's a style, right? Tim's not sure about this, but I always saying, if in doubt, go cattywampus. See, and now we're going to put it on here.
And the trees are straight.
And the trees are straighter. Now they're not straight, but they're straighter. It's a little optical illusion. Oh, Kathy, she probably has the whole solution right here. She says you probably get a better effect using a pad underneath. And it's probably that simple to fix because I just need something with a little give. I think you just solved my whole problem, but I'm not going to work on that today. I just love it. Hi, windstorm. So I think it's just, and then I'll add some little gems to kind of look like snow. But I just decided to leave this as fun and do this much today and then go on from there. But yes, I think a pad is like the obvious answer. But yes.
Is there any chance that before we finish today, that we could actually finish this card without the cattywampus?
Well, I'll finish it afterwards and put them side by side on the blog. Will that satisfy you?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll live with that.
I'll live with it.
I forgot to finish what I did with this card. So I thought I just wanted to show what I did with this card because I did one like this. And sometimes I like doing just an 1/8 inch bigger. We always talk about a 1/4 inch. And if you have a hard time cutting, 1/4 inch is perfect. An 1/8 inch often just in black often sets something off if you don't mind really detailed.
Why is this more sun-like?
Because this was crushed curry.
Okay.
And this was daffodil. So I did two different colors here.
Daffodil.
You like the daffodil better, so I can recreate that in the same thing. But since this one was crushed curry, This is the one I planned first. So let us put this one together. So, you know, we have a retreat coming up, and we do a lot of playing and stuff at our retreat, the card play retreat. So if you have any questions about that too, let me know. I do that with 3 of my team members, and we just have a blast. I think that's a little sticky thing on there. Okay. And then I was going to put this on for words, and then I was just going to take the cloud punch. So this is going to be a little card of encouragement. Okay. So I'm going to do that. And this says, brighter days are coming. So I think I'll pop that up. Sometimes it just helps to see one idea for finishing things. Oh, and of course I'm getting these all mixed up. So brighter days are on their way. I'm gonna put that right on the edge. And then I'm going to take the cloud punch. I love using the cloud punch. And I'm going to put, I probably want some off the edge. So typically I might do whole ones, put them on here, and then trim up my thing. But since I already have this put together, I need to, okay, I think that would work.
I like it.
We should have one more. So another one maybe in there, kind of part one. If we decide it should be smaller, I can make it smaller. So I can do it upside down. So they're little different shapes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not quite, it's rather abrupt.
It is.
What do you think about that? Because now it's 3. Does that work? Or should this be a little smaller? You know, we can do whatever. But I like this one for sure. We'll put this on. But put that one on, then we'll put this one on.
Put it on. Yeah, put it on.
We'll just go with it. But it's fun. Then afterwards, you have all these fun things to play with. And I'm loving the idea of a mat. So part 2, we'll do that when we do it. But, you know, I just don't like this. It looks upside down. Do you see clouds like that?
Yeah.
It doesn't look right to me. Does it to you?
I agree.
Okay. See, then I'll gently take it off. And we'll just do another one. This is how we do cards, right? And in fact, let's try one from the very...
No.
I did one. No, we can't do that. No, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do a smallish one and put this on in the same place and assume this will look better. Is this correct now? I think that's right. Okay.
Yeah,
Is that better? Okay.
Better.
We have our 3 little things. So now if I cut a whole one, I could just cut these in half and do this too, but you see how you can trim.
So what are we going to do with that?
I don't know. We're going to add it to our watercolor because when we did our class last week, I have a whole bunch of those left to finish. Next week, we'll do something else fun that uses the glass mat. So while I'm home, I thought it would be perfect to do these messy cards. So I'm not going to take all this stuff along. And next week is our last week here. So sponge mat, yes, absolutely, to play with that. So I'm going to see your wonderful samples where you did use something spongy underneath. Tell us what you used for the next. But this may be a class then, and maybe we'll do, you know, a dozen fun ways to do this and all things with punches. So you just let me know. Punches, Brayers. Anyway, this was fun. Thanks for joining us for playtime. And
all the way from Norway.
And as a thing of encouragement for all of you who teach your friends or teach in general, you don't need to know any more than anyone else. This is really about creative play, is about learning together and having fun. We need to be like kids again, get our art projects out and just have fun and laugh. So thanks you guys so much for sharing our life with us and your talents. So see you over in the back porch Stampers, and call me if you need anything.
Goodbye.
Bye. Or message me.